This is the system we use for making the bags. In the first part we put in the flour, it moves along, we put in 10 pounds of rice, then on the far corner there you can see them, they'll be putting in 10 pounds of frijoles, then it comes back around and puts in 5 pounds of sugar. This is then moved and taken off the belt system and then moves to packaging. We then put them all here in this area, we tie them up with zips, and it is then placed on a pallet, stacked there, ready to be transported or stored until the trucks come. We do about 5,700 of these a month, and we have now got the system up to be able to do it in 2 nights with the volunteers and 2 Saturday mornings. So we're up to almost about 500 an hour or so. And that's the system we use there for the bags we are delivering to help people. Here we can see now in an area in San Marcos where we unloaded, and we are now delivering it to some of the people. And this is done in all these different areas of Guatemala. It is taken to different churches and communities and then delivered there. And this is a sample community where we take it. Do you see the chef there? The face and the hat? So now with I58, we always get these wonderful views, and that was the moon in San Marcos. Then the next day on our way towards Tacana, to a community out that way, we're traveling. It's about 2 hours further north, close to the Mexican border. And here is a sort of a glimpse of how we make a chicken coop. And so, although it looks quick, it took all morning, and then by the end of the afternoon we did all the rest. And here was the second one we did. We got caught, but then we also get these wonderful views of the sunsets as well at the end. We were going then to Huehuetenango, and when we got down to the bottom, they told us, look, when we head across the bridge, it was closed. They said, look, sorry, no, another 3 hours. And those are the sort of things you face here. And it was going to take us about 2.5 hours to go back around. So we found this shortcut across the river, which was a bit of an adventure. We always like that, and went up this other side. Now here we are the next day doing one of our first solar projects. It's a solar water project. So we use the solar power, and then we have a 48 volt 500 watt pump, and voila, we've got the water at the top of the hill. It's really great. This man actually has a few fish he brought up, but he had it with basically still water, and so they were dying. So here now he's got this, and we're going to do a water project at this place. You can see where it comes. It's about 200 yards and probably about 50 yards up from down where the little stream runs down the bottom there. This is the area that we are going to be doing the fish ponds in and a few different things, and then back to loading up more food for the chickens. And these are some of the roads we go on. These are a bit more than the roads because it should be about an hour and a bit to where we had to go, but they actually got lost, so it took them a little longer, basically 3 hours to get there. But finally we do what we don't like doing as men, ask how to get there. So, a bit later, finally they made it there, and then again it was time to unload the chicken food, and that is part of what we do in all the different places where we have chickens. And we take about 700 pounds for the week. Now, what are these chickens asking and talking about? Of course, the vaccine. That's what everybody talks about. Does it have a chip? Is it any good? Yeah, well, they can see everybody's getting vaccines. So here we go. They don't have too many options. They don't have an option of what one they will like or won't like. They all get their vaccine. So our team also goes here. Brock is a trained vet, and he actually teaches us how to do all these sort of things. So any of us can actually go and do it. Then the next day we're at the school of the church that supports us there in Waitananga we work with. And it was somebody's birthday, so we have a bit of time there. We spent a nice time with my wife, my gorgeous wife, and played a little bit of basketball against the locals. And from there we then went on, had a bit of a meal, which is always nice. We don't usually have that much time, but it was good to have time with the pastors and the people and celebrate Annie's birthday, the pastor's daughter. And then it was in the afternoon by then, and we still had to take off some more food before we went back to Guatemala to another place and deliver it. And now we're also doing this other part. We're trying to have a good lifestyle for the chickens we're putting out as well. So instead of having them shut up in the coop all day, we're now adding these extra bits and giving them a space that they may be out and all walking around all day. So here we're finishing up this part, and we then get the hens out, and obviously they enjoy very much having us extra space and being able to wander out around in this to improve the quality of life. And then that basically finished our week up there. These are the chickens we got 2 months ago. This is what they look like. Then a month ago they've grown up to this. We have 3,000 of these, and now we'll see what they are actually now. This was just this week. So in about another 6 weeks they'll be starting to lay hens. And these are the other variety we have that was a month ago. This is what they used to look like a month ago, and now this is what they look like now. So we are now preparing 35 new chicken coops for 85 chickens each, and so we have 3,000 chickens that we'll be delivering in June and July. And this is part of the project that we have, plus a few other things we're doing.